Hello students. Students, yesterday we started with a new chapter, Footprints Without Feet. I hope that the introduction of the chapter must have created curiosity into you to know the details of the chapter. I yesterday explained you that how footprints were existing but the feet were not there. And this belonged to one of the scientists, and the name of the scientist is Griffin. Griffin, after he was thrown out of the house by the landlords, he became homeless, he was moneyless also, and he was a wanderer. Now, and he had to remain clothless also, because if he's going to wear clothes, so that particular part of body becomes visible and he becomes horrible. He becomes visibly horrible to others because some part is visible and some is not. If he wears clothes, if he removes his clothes, he becomes transparent and he is invisible, and easily he could roam on the streets of London. Though he has chosen a very bad time of the year because it was winters, and in the winter's time, being clothless, roaming on the streets of London was very difficult for him. He was hungry also. He wanted to find out the solution now. That what can be the solution? What should I do? How should I give some comfort to myself? And to give the pleasure of fooding, to give the pleasure of clothing, and to keep him safe inside somewhere, he went to a store. Store means you can think about a small mall, a multi-store, right? He went to such a store, he entered in. He is invisible. He can easily escape himself anywhere. He was just looking for the time when he could get the opportunity to feed him, to wear clothes. So that is why, for the meantime, the store was in the process. It was open for the public. People were inside. He remained quiet, sitting aside, keeping himself safe, and he was inside that store. But the moment that store was closed, the closing time arrived, he was happy because now he'll be inside. He can feed himself. He can put clothes over his body, and he can sleep also. He was getting a place. So the moment the store was closed, he first went to wear some clothes. He wore some clothes. He covered his body with the clothes. Then he went towards the area where he could get some food items. He went to that area. He found some cold coffee. He found some raw meat, right? And he found some wine also later. And whatever he could got, that means whatever he was getting to fill in his stomach, he had his meal. He came back, and on the pile of quills, he laid down to sleep because now he was comfortable. He was comfortable in the cold weather. He was wearing clothes. He was inside a store. His stomach was full, and the next thing was to take rest, to get a place where he could peacefully sleep. So he was getting a place on the pile of quills. He laid and he was sleeping. He slept that peacefully that he could not got up early in the morning, or he could not got up before the store was opened and the assistants started arriving in. He was still sleeping, assistants started arriving in, and they saw somebody. The moment he realized that somebody is coming in, he immediately got up and he tried to run away from there. Though, of course, they also tried to chase him. And to protect himself, to run away from there, to hide himself from the chasing, he had to do only one thing which was there into his hand, and that was to remove his old clothes. Because the moment he would become clothless, he would become transparent. He would become invisible. And that would be the opportunity, that would be the time where he could easily escape himself from anywhere. So he was looking for this time only while running, chasing with those people, assistants from the store. He started removing his clothes and finally he became clothless, and the people went back without getting anything about him. But this was not the end of the trouble, because he again was standing on the same place. He's again homeless, he's again clothless, he's again facing the chilly winters, and he's again moneyless, hungry. How much time will he going to spend running and chasing himself on the streets of London? So he decided that now is the time where I need to take up some decision, where I need to go to a place where I could get myself sheltered, I can get myself settled also, and I can live onto a place peacefully. But before that, necessary was to give himself an identity, to give himself a look, to dress up himself. So he decided that I have to go to such a place which can fulfill my this desire, so that I can dress up myself completely right from the head to toe, so that I can hide my invisibility. So he went to a theatrical store. You know, the people who are working into theater, they have almost all kind of you can say things or accessories or such makeup things by which they can hide their personality, they can bring in new identity to themselves. So I thought that would be the best place to move on. He went to such a street where all the theoretical stores were there. He entered one of the stores because he is clothless that time. So he is invisible that time. So he could get the opportunity to easily escape in and to get in that store. He went into store, he went upstairs, he found a room which was vacant, filled in with so many things. And then there he started up dressing. He wore socks, shoes, trouser, shirt, overcoat. That means this part of the body was covered. He tied a muffler over his neck, which was very much suitable because it's winters. He wore gloves, even that were comfortable and acceptable. But the difficulty was that how will he going to hide this part of his body? So he worked on that also. He tied bandages all over his face. He wore a plastic nose, goggles, and whiskers too, and a big hat to cover his head. That means now, though the personality would look little strange, though his appearance would become little weird to the people, but at least he will be able to hide his invisibility. So he wore that hat, goggles, face covered with bandages, whiskers, plastic nose to give proper shape, and now he was ready to go out. But now he has the appearance. He is not invisible. How will he go out of that store? How will he go out? So when he came down, he saw that the owner of the store was sitting there. He hit him hard over his head and he even robbed him. Whatever money he had into the drawer of him, he has taken up all the money and he left from there. That means now he was ready with one identity as a strange, weird man. He was with some money also, and now he wanted to settle himself to a place where he could live peacefully. We'll talk into the next video where he went, what he did next, and will he be able to continue living with this strange identity. Thank you, children.